All right, so I guess it's kind of time to go back through that commentary. And I'm just going to be truthful with you. Like, this was not easy for me to be able to go back through all of this. I went through it with the words, and that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So, if it didn't make sense to you, like, you're not alone. It probably meant nothing. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you, like, when I woke up that next day, I didn't really love who I was. I've been that person. I don't want to be that person. I do not want to be the person who sits outside and drinks alone and then argues with their partner. Not who I want to be. And I didn't have to be that person. I actually chose to be that person because those arguments started before I started drinking. And I chose to drink anyways. And I knew in the moment that that was the wrong decision. I should have worked it out with my partner and kept going. But I didn't want to. I didn't want to. And you know why I didn't want to? Well, I didn't want to because of the dialogue. Because of the dialogue. Now, I have a tendency to make things up in my head. You give me one look and I run with that. Those voices in my head are going. They are arguing. I've made up that side for you. So when you come back into the room, you may not know what the hell I'm talking about. And that's okay. I know that I've gotten pretty mushed up recently. It didn't used to be that way. But that's years of stress, anxiety, and depression. And holding it all in, internalizing everything. Because I don't have people that I share with. I'm getting a little bit sidetracked there. What I wanted to say was that I actually had made a lot of recordings about how I felt the next morning. How I felt that night even. And I could have gone through all of that with you here, but I'm going to choose not to because that was something I already put to the side. It's something I already thought and processed and moved on from. And honestly, I don't want to listen to them. They're probably freaking crazy or very harsh on myself because I'm not nice to myself. Because I don't always like myself. I didn't like the past version of me, so I wanted to change everything about me. And that kind of meant I don't know what the hell that meant. We're not talking about that here today. That's not even what this is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about a couple different things. So it was about drinking alone. No, that's not something that I want to do and not something that I should continue doing. It was about the dialogue. Oh my God, the freaking dialogue that I'm not really ready to get into because that's like its whole own, like, really long, dragged out thing on its own. But if you understand the dialogue, building dialogue, running through it from different angles and paths, then you kind of know. And sometimes, like I said, that just gets mushed up. So the last thing that I wanted also was about the communication struggle. So I have so many communication struggles and I get distracted easily, and you're going to see in a second here that I got distracted again and by real life squirrels. And that's what really made me laugh was that these squirrels genuinely just like ran by me and I just made all this dialogue for them. It was just like, oh, hey, how's it going? No, it was not like that. It was like, oh, what took you so long? Oh, there was a human over there and so I got really scared. Oh, there was a human. Are you okay? Did anything happen? No, nothing happened. She let me go. She wasn't even bothered by me. And then I started to think of all these different cartoonish things and like, it's like, oh no, the squirrels and their thoughts and I need to not think about that anymore. So I need to just move on from that. Because anyways, let's get back to that dialogue. So sometimes the dialogue that I've built up, it argues back with me like, oh, no, those were not the pieces. Well, I have all the pieces over here. You are supposed to be upset. Be upset with that person. And that's kind of like when I start becoming a person I don't enjoy who I am and I don't know how to stop it. Like in the moment where I'm just like, whoa, why did all of that come out of my mouth? It all came out of my mouth because of the dialogue that I made up for the other side. And it's not great. That's not great at all. And I'm sure that I'm getting a little bit off subject and that's okay because like distractions happen. And also like I'm an over processor. So I need to think about it over and over and over. And I think I mentioned at one point that there were some seed thoughts. What the hell is that? Seed thoughts? I mean, I think I know what I meant by that. I meant like we plant little seeds all over the place and we don't know what the hell's going to come from them. And those are just thoughts. Like, you know, you hold on to a thought in your head and you let it grow. You let it grow. Or at least that's what I mean by, that's what I mean is that I let these thoughts grow into something else. Like I go back and forth in the dialogue with myself and and the other person doesn't typically know. And by the other person, I mean my partner doesn't always know. And I do that with a couple of different people in my head. I don't mean to. I know it's not the right thing to do. I know it's not real. But sometimes, like I said, it got smashed up. And I'm pretty sure we already looped around about this. But I just don't know how people talk for so freaking long. I mean, like, we're already, like, a little bit past halfway, and I don't know if I have enough things to say. So I guess I'm going to say, when I refer to Awful's like a totally different person to me. She is awful. And there are times where I am awful. I don't mean to be awful. I don't like awful, but awful shows up. Awful seems to always freaking show up. Why? Do you not have anything better to do with your life? Like, seriously, stop showing up. I don't need you here. But I guess I do. A lot of the negative emotions and thoughts started showing up because my, my little regular person just couldn't handle anymore. And I just genuinely see all the beautiful things in life. And I think of all I don't know how to word this, but I genuinely see the good in people all the time. And it's been proven to me time and time again that people aren't always great. They're not always great, and that's why I'd rather internalize all of it. I don't need to share it with other people. I can figure it out on my own. My whole mind thought will just throw itself in there and just be like, oh, okay, well, we don't need to think about that anymore, because I went through every single different angle that it could be, and we're fine with it. We're fine with it. I mean, it only took 12 hours, but it's okay. It's totally fine. And yeah, this did take me a really long time. These thoughts were over 2 freaking days. Were actually longer than that, because you would think that I would have had it all put together before I said that I was even going to put all of this out, but I didn't. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. It was like, oh, hey, here's an almost complete thought. Go ahead and share that. Wait, I just signed myself up for a bunch of things that I'm not ready to do. That's okay. It's okay. You're gonna get it together. You're gonna get it together, and you're gonna figure it all out. I don't know if I figured it out. I have no freaking idea. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. And honestly, again, I've run out of things to say, but there was still so much in this video. Now, I've tried doing this a few times, and it doesn't always come out right because I overthink it. I overthink the way I talk, the things I say, and what it all really means, because to me, it doesn't just mean one thing, which is very odd, because I always say that I say exactly what I mean, but I clearly do not always say exactly what I mean. But that's because I just have too many different thoughts. I have too many different thought patterns, or paths I meant, and I don't know which one I'm going to go down. And sometimes I want to go down all of them all at once. And that was just kind of what this meshed up mess was. It was me trying to go through too many different things at once. I wanted to talk about communication and the dialogue and the thing that started it all. Me just losing my mind, honestly. It's just, have you ever been an internal person and internalized for far too long? Literally for so freaking long. I just couldn't communicate with other people. I just didn't want to. I didn't know how to. And that's, that circles back around to the drinking. It circles back around to the drinking, because I didn't know how to socialize with people before. I didn't understand it. And when I understood what liquid courage was, well, that made me talk. And I liked being social. I liked talking to people, but I didn't know how to do that without a drink in my hand. I really have no idea. I'm still trying to figure that out. And I guess none of this was about that at all, to be honest with you. But it just kind of reminds me of that I don't know how to socialize without a drink in my hand. And I've struggled with that for a while now. And I've been trying and trying. I don't know if I'll ever figure that out. How do people talk to other people? What are you supposed to be doing? I overthink it all. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we supposed to be doing? What kind of conversations are we supposed to be having? What are we talking about? Where are we going? How am I supposed to act? Should I have things with me? Should I? I don't know. Definitely overthought thoughts. That's what I do. And we're going to get further into that, because I need to let go of some of it, and I don't know how else to without speaking about it. So let's just do our best to get through it all. And if you're here, cool. If you're not, then I totally get it. I'm not that super interesting, but if you stayed around for any of this, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for listening.